Wednesday, April 1st edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Meteorologist Matthew East here along with you. Let's start off with a look at a couple of web cameras from across the state of North Carolina. On the left, that is the Avalon Pier web camera at Kill Devil Hills. On the right, the Beach Mountain Parkway cam. Temperature in the 40s at both of those sites. That camera on the right, courtesy of resortcams.com. But yesterday had a lot of 70s across the foothills, the Piedmont, and out into the coastal plain. 60s for the highs in the Outer Banks yesterday. 81 the high in Columbia. 65 in Boone. 74 in Asheville yesterday. Currently 50s and some 60s. There are some 40s mixed in some of the foothill and Piedmont spots too over toward Elizabeth City early this morning. Winds light and out of the north. Now, yesterday we had some pretty gusty southwesterly winds by mid and late afternoon. Now behind a little cold front that's moved through, northerly winds, so today will be a little bit cooler than yesterday, but still an extremely nice day across the region. You can see those northerly winds on the way here as we go through today, and that's going to, again, knock a few degrees off of our highs today compared to what we had out there yesterday. The radar imagery, the satellite imagery showing us some decaying areas of showers over parts of Alabama and Georgia. More on that in just a second. We've seen this cold front move through the region, high pressure replacing it. And so that's going to give us another very nice day, albeit a little bit cooler than yesterday. Radar quiet locally, but you get down into Alabama and Mississippi, I should say Alabama and Georgia rather. And that's where you have some decaying areas of showers, and all the way back from Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, all the way back to Oklahoma and Texas. Had a pretty active severe weather day yesterday. A lot of storm reports, especially of the hail variety there over parts of the Tennessee Valley, and then a couple of tornadic reports mixed in here and there as you went a little bit further to the west. Some of those same areas could see severe storms again today. A marginal outlook down through parts of Georgia, Alabama, and Mississippi, much of Arkansas, and then you get into a slight risk over the plain states just ahead of our next cold front dropping southward. Today around here, though, no problems at all. I think basically full sunshine throughout the day. Now in the plains, you can see that next cold front. That'll play a role in our weather a little bit down the road. But here's your highs across the region today. Notice those numbers a little bit off of yesterday, but pretty nice day. Now a little bit cool in the Outer Banks. The Cape Hatteras high today only at 50, for example. Now as we get on into your Thursday, not bad. Clouds will increase as we go deeper into the day. You notice some showers and storms west of the mountains. And then I think as we get into Thursday night, that's when we could see a few showers out of the Piedmont zones, especially the northwest Piedmont as a warm front kind of lifts through. I don't have that placed on the map here, but basically the atmosphere moistening up a bit. So we could see a few showers tomorrow night. Big thunderstorms back toward the Ohio Valley overnight tomorrow night. And there's your Thursday highs. Again, not bad at all across the region. Now here we go with Good Friday. That next cold front inching closer to us. I think the timing is such, though, that we're going to be able to squeeze in a primarily dry day for many of us across the region Friday, and then it's Friday night that we see that round of showers and maybe a few thunderstorms rumble in. Friday looks warm. There's your highs across the region. Very warm day out there for sure. And then as we take a look at the setup for the Easter weekend, this is Saturday morning on the European model. Showers that might be scattered around the region Saturday morning will not last long. Those will exit very quickly. Sunshine for Saturday afternoon rather, and then sunshine all day Sunday. Now you notice daybreak on Easter Sunday, there's that high pressure right overhead. So it looks like a pretty chilly go of it there for Sunday morning. There's a preliminary look at possible lows on Sunday morning. All right, so on to the higher resolution modeling here. This is a peek at the GFS for early this afternoon. You can see that high pressure area building into the region from the north. There's your highs off the GFS model today. A lot of 60s across the Piedmont zones. Some 70s working in the further south you go. Now as we get on into tomorrow, high pressure well offshore. That southwesterly and southerly flow back established, so the atmosphere moistening up. And by the time we get to Friday, there's your next area of low pressure over the Ohio Valley that then works eastward by Friday evening. The trailing cold front right there generating some showers and storms. Now ahead of all that, again, it's going to be a warm Friday. There's your highs off the GFS model for Friday afternoon. And then here we go with Friday night. This is the first half of Friday night, some showers working in and then quickly zipping southeastward. This is the second half of Friday night. Maybe a little bit of snow early Saturday morning in some mountain zones But notice, again, right here, this is the precipitation through the morning hours off the GFS on Saturday, and this is in and out in very short order. So I think this is mainly a Friday night chance of some showers, those exiting very early in the day Saturday. And then you notice by Saturday evening, here comes that big sprawling high back over Tennessee building in. So your Saturday highs will be cooler. GFS keeping the triad and even the Charlotte zones in the 50s. I'll go a little bit warmer than that due to some downsloping flow behind that front off the higher mountain elevations, but certainly a bit of a cooler day Saturday with sun building in. And then again, here we go Sunday morning, Easter Sunday morning, high pressure directly overhead. So there are the GFS low temperatures Sunday morning, some 20s in the mountains. Actually has taken at face value Charlotte below freezing by 1 degree, a couple degrees above freezing in the triad. For the time being, I think a lot of mid-30s. Sunday morning could be some patchy frost out there. Certainly for the sunrise services, you want to have the jackets, the coats handy. But as you get deeper into Sunday, high pressure begins to slide offshore, and I think Sunday afternoon looks fantastic with highs well up into the 60s at least. All right, on to the European model. This is Saturday morning. You can see the precip through the second half of Friday night into Saturday morning, but then it exits very early in the day Saturday too. And then we go down the road a bit. This is back to the GFS. This is Tuesday of next week. And what it looks like the setup next week is going to be something like this. You get a frontal boundary kind of up in this general area and a lot of this southwesterly flow. So really at any point in time it's looking like maybe Monday, but especially Tuesday and Wednesday could see some scattered showers out there here or there. And temperatures getting warm, highs getting well up into the 70s again next week. Now, let me go back to this chart really quick. This was Saturday on the European. There's Saturday morning, there's Saturday afternoon. So you see that precip exits very quickly. Now, this is, again, the setup for Wednesday next week on the European, similar to what I just outlined on the GFS. And then eventually you get a bit of a severe weather setup on the European by next Thursday, the lower Mississippi Valley. GFS is not similar at all by that point in time. But the bottom line is around the Carolinas, it looks like a pretty warm week next week and can't rule out some showers at times. And we'll just have to see how the finer details play out. All right, that is it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Everybody have a wonderful day and God bless.